Alrighty, this way the people news. One more time now. Not attorney, not giving legal advice. Educational purposes only. Do your own research. Okay, this is hearsay. I'm hearsay, the video's hearsay, attorneys hearsay, judges are hearsay. And liars. Alright, never look straight forward. Always look around you. Be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. Come on, people, use that Second Amendment. Alright, and arm yourself with knowledge. Alright, quit letting them run amok. Okay, this video I was going to do sometime in the past, but it escaped from me due to other videos and all that, and a couple other things when I got busy and distracted and all that. And a couple of videos back reminded me, hey, I need to bring this in, and this is actually perfect timing. How they compel us, right? How does the courts do it? Because we become creature of habits and misunderstanding what they're there misimplied. Okay? Because somehow or another we keep on implying consent. And we don't even know it. Why? Well, then we go with that one video behind this one. They've been tricking us with words. Alright, so let's see what we can figure out. And again, I'm not an attorney, I'm not giving legal advice. However, I'm going to give my opinion, okay? Do this on your own discretion. By the way, this is going to be a little loud in certain parts and a little quiet in others because I'm trying to turn up the volume to hear the judge, okay?
And 45-7-302, obstructing a peace officer. Do you understand those charges?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go over your rights with you. You were both given a copy of your rights. These being misdemeanors, you have at least 24 hours in which to enter a plea. If you do not want to enter a plea today, the court will reschedule you to appear at a later date. If you do enter a plea, it must be guilty or not guilty. If you plead not guilty...
There we go. Right? They're compelling you. Right there, right from the start, they're compelling you to make a claim. Not guilty or guilty. Okay? Your Honor, do I have a right to be presumed innocent? Well, yes, everybody's presumed innocent here. Well, I stand on presumed innocent. Now, the judge is going to go in there and say, well, I'm going to force not guilty or whatever, you know, and you just kind of argue the case, and, well, it's against my discretion. I'm standing here, standing on I'm presumed innocent, okay? Just don't let them run over you. I deny not guilty. I stand on the and make sure you put deny. I deny guilty. I deny not guilty. I stand on the right, presumed innocent.
You have the
right. You're putting it back in your corner. All right. They're compelling you to do this instead of this.
Right to a speedy trial. You have the right to have a trial by jury. You may waive your right to a trial by jury and have a trial before this judge, which is known as a bench trial. If you plead not guilty, you will be given the date and time for a pre-trial hearing. During the pre-trial hearing, you will be given instructions on how the trial will be conducted and the deadlines for filing motions and exchanging information. You have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one may be appointed for you under certain circumstances. Specifically, there must be a strong likelihood of jail. If you request the services of the public defender's office and you are awarded their services, I'm advising you that if you were convicted in a non-jury trial, you could be assessed a $250 public defender fee. If you were convicted after a jury trial, you could be assessed the actual cost of your public defender.
Right there again. They are compelling you. Right? It's changing the price of that attorney to put you in this one area of court and have you try to waive your jury trial. So they're compelling you by the cheaper way of going through the court process. All right. So the attorney right there again is compelling you.
Have the right to retain your own attorneys, and of course you have the right to represent yourselves. I'm advising you that there are dangers in self-representation and not being represented by an attorney.
And yes, that is true. But why is that? Then think about it. Why does attorneys have special privileges when you try to fight this on your own? They're compelling you to get an attorney. And with that compelling getting an attorney, then you can kind of opt out in a certain particular deal. Like my judge, my attorney didn't operate like it's supposed to. When you represent yourself, you have nobody to blame. Okay. But that being said, they are compelling you to.
You have the right to remain silent and not offer incriminating evidence against yourselves. If you do speak, anything you say can be used as evidence against you at a trial.
And there we go. So you already said I'm not guilty. All right. You just incriminated yourself. Good or bad, it's still incrimination. You've already been arrested for alleged crime. All right. And so they're already starting the process of, anything you say or do will be held against you in a court of law. And that's what the attorneys said to you right from, the alleged officer allegedly told you and read your Mirandas. Okay? So right then and there, they tried to get you to go ahead and incriminate yourself by making a claim, not guilty or no contest or guilty. And just say, I stand on presumed innocent.
Are not a citizen of the United States, you could be deported after a conviction. If we go to trial with or without a jury, you have the right to face and question any witnesses that may be called against you. You have the right to call witnesses to testify on your behalf.
Did you guys hear what she misled and not spoke of? Let me tell you what it is. Do I have a right to face my accuser? People.
A trial and you were convicted, you may be assessed the cost of the trial. You have the right to expect that the state must prove the charges against you. If you plead not guilty, and at some point you enter into a plea bargain with the prosecutor's office, this court is not bound by that agreement.
Now listen to that. So even when you do that, all right, the court's not bound to it. But you signed a contract with the attorney agreeing to these terms. And then at the bottom of that, if you guys read it, at the very bottom, says that you still can't go after them. So this guy speaks should give him notice. Okay, wait, clarification, Your Honor. Are you saying that if I sign an agreement with this attorney and make this contract agreement with them, that you don't have to obligate it? And the judge would go, well, yeah, we don't have to obligate it. Okay, give him fair notice. Anything I sign with this agreement, anytime the judge does not accept the offer, then the contract is null and void. And you must speak it that way. Okay? Allegedly. I'm not an attorney, not giving legal advice. Cover that ass.
The right to have bail set and to know pre-trial release procedures pending the final outcome of the case. If you plead guilty today, you will waive your right to appeal the case to district court. Do either of you have any questions? No? Okay. Disorderly conduct is punishable by up to $185.
All right. So we're not going to go through all this. Okay, the number changed on me here.
Whatever the gig was with law enforcement, just try to consider the. Right, Mr. Feldman.
All right. So don't know how the numbers changed on that. If you want to hear the whole story on this, by the way, it's the First Amendment deal, flipping the finger off, and cops got ahead and let the other one go, come after these people after retaliation, and then they didn't want to do this and this and this. Case dismissed. La 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 la, and here we are. All right, and go to DYING 2 live, TOLIVE. Okay, to check out this whole video. All right, he's got good videos, by the way.
It appears that the state has chosen to dismiss this case against you. I did rule against you after that hearing. I suggest you.
And here we go. The judge is going to compel.
Maybe look at the law a little closer about rights and consider that if somebody did something and distracted a law enforcement officer and they were trying to help your family, that it could be really detrimental. So just think about that. If you don't like them or whatever the gig was with law enforcement, just try to consider the whole situation, that if they were in the process of helping your family member that needed something, or your family member had just had a problem and law enforcement was trying to investigate that could be a distraction that could hurt someone or cause a problem. And it would be a real travesty if it happened to be your family. I like to refer to things like this of an ambulance is coming down the road and people won't pull over because they don't think they need to, and it's not a big deal unless it's your dad having a heart attack in the back of that ambulance. Okay, so I don't know what the hang-up is or why you're unhappy with law enforcement, but hopefully you can get that resolved so we don't see this, and I hope you understand that those law enforcement officers don't make enough money to be a distraction to people, or they're just out trying to do their jobs. Okay, you can probably be a bigger help than hindrance. Okay.
Right, they're compelling him, and allegedly there was a middle finger, and then the officer stopped what he did with this another traffic stop in the middle of it to go after these people. That was the officer's fault. And it was just a finger, when he was yelling or screaming, allegedly. But the key point is on this judge is to get you to compel you to not use your First Amendment towards officers. Okay? But there we go again. So we have all these separate parts in this one particular video that all the judge throughout was been compelling you to do things, leading you into a particular hallway that best suits them. Okay, it's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Not an attorney, not giving legal advice. Okay, again, do your own research, and don't think inside the box. Listen to what I have to say. If you agree with it, great. If you don't agree with it, great. But at least give it some thought and some consideration. These are We the People News. Bye, y'all.